Okay, now I want to show you how you can construct a regular pentagon. How to construct a regular pentagon. And a pentagon is a five-sided polygon. When we say a polygon is regular, it means that the length of sides are equal in length. The length of sides are equal, and also the interior angles are also equal in size. So the first method we are going to use is this. It goes as follows. So you are given the diameter of a circle. You are given the diameter of a circle. So I'm going to take a diameter of 60 mm, diameter of 60 mm, that is 6 centimeters. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to draw a line. So draw a line. Okay, so on this line, let's have a point here. So let's call this point, let's call it point O. Then take your compass and divide 60 mm by 2. 60 mm is diameter of the circle. So divide 60 by 2, that is 30. So we have 30 mm. So take 30 mm on your ruler with your compass. Okay, so put the pinpoint of the compass at O and draw a circle. Draw a circle like this. So draw a circle. Okay, so this is the circle. Okay, so after you have drawn the circle, call this point here on the diameter, call it point A, and call this point, call it point B. Then draw a vertical line passing through point O at the center here and meeting the circle at point C and D. This is it. So the vertical line goes like this. Okay, so this is the vertical line. So this point is point C here, while this point is point D. Okay, so the next thing you are going to do is that take your compass and bisect distance OA or AO. Bisect distance OA or AO. So this is it. Put your compass at point A and extend to any convenient radius. So make an arc here and make an arc down. Okay, so put that same radius at point O, make an arc here and make an arc here. Okay, I still need to go back and make the first one long. Okay, okay, so now let's locate the midpoint of length OA or AO. So okay, so this is the midpoint. This is the midpoint. So let's call this point, let's call it point P. Let's call this point here, let's call it point P. Then you take your compass. So put your compass at point P here, which is in between AO. So put your compass at point P and extend it to point C on the circle. Extend to point C on the circle and draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. So draw an arc. So this arc meets line AB at point Q here. So I will call this point, I will call it Q. So it meets AB at point Q here. Okay, so the next thing you are going to do is that put your compass at point C and extend to point Q. Extend it to point Q here. Then you draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. So meeting the circle at this point, and it also goes in this direction, meeting the circle at this point. So let's call this point here where the arc meets the circle. So let's call this point, let's call it point E. And this point here, let's call it F. So this is point F. Okay, so with the same radius that you use to locate point E and point F, when you put your compass at point C, extend to point Q, and you draw an arc that touch the circle at point E and F, that same radius, so bring it to point F here, and you make an arc on the circle, and take it to take that same radius to point E, make an arc on the circle. Is it? So this point is point G, and this point is point H. So now we can connect them together. So we are going to connect this point together. So connect BH together with a straight line. Connect point B and H together with a straight line. So it goes like this. Okay, so GH, connect them together with a straight line. Connect them together with a straight line. So it goes like this. Okay, so next is AG. Connect them together with a straight line. Alright, so, and then, sorry, oh, there is, okay, as I said, sorry, there was an error in what I was doing. So the error is just where I said should join BH together, not BH, it is HE, sorry, HE or EH. So join them together. Join them together. Okay, so it is HE, not BH. Then we join, and here also where I say you should join AG together, that is not correct. So join GF together. It is GF that we are supposed to join together. So please make sure you follow the explanation. Okay, all right, so join GF together or FG, then we join CF together with a straight line. Join CF together with a straight line. So CF together with a straight line, so it goes like this. Okay, so then we join CE together. CE together with a straight line. So this, so it goes like this. Okay, so this is a regular pentagon. So this is a regular pentagon. So this is the first method. Let's look at the second method. Let's look at the second method. So the second method, in this case, don't forget that in this case we are given a diameter of the circle that we use. The diameter was given. So in this case now, the length of side is given. The length of side is given. So let's say the length of side given is 30 mm. The length of side is 30 mm. So what you need to do, the first thing that you need to do is to draw a straight line. Okay, draw a straight line. So on this line, so take 30 mm on your ruler. Take 30 mm on your ruler, which is the length of side of the pentagon. 30 mm. Take it with your compass on your ruler. Then put your compass on the line. So draw a circle. So draw a circle. Put the compass on the line and draw a circle. So the circle goes like this. So draw a circle like this. So draw a circle. Okay, so after drawing this circle, so bring your compass to this point. Bring your compass to this point and draw a circle. So draw a circle like this. Okay, so this point here, so call this point, call it point A, and this point, call it point B. Call it point B. Okay, so the next thing is, so this point, I will call this point here, where the circle meet each other, are this point and this point. So I will call this point, I will call it point PQ. So this point is point P, while this point is point Q. Okay, so with your compass, join PQ together with a straight line. Join PQ, okay, with your ruler, join PQ together with a straight line. Join them together and let it go out like this. Okay, so after doing this, you take your compass with that same 30 mm, put it at point Q here. Put your compass at point Q, it touch B at this point and it touch A at this point. Then draw an arc. So the arc goes like this. Okay, that goes like this. So this arc, it meets this circle at this point. I will call this point, I will call it point C, and I'll call this point, I'll call it point D. Okay, so the next thing is, let's call this point here where the arc touch this vertical line, let's call it point E. So this is point E. Okay, so this is point E. Now I take your ruler, we are going to draw a line from this point D. It will pass through point E and meet this circle at a point here. What I'm saying is this. So set your ruler like this. So from point E, point D, draw a line passing through E. So the line passed through E and it meets this circle at this point. So let's call this point, let's call it point F. Okay, so next, so from point C again, from point C here, so draw a line passing through point E and meeting the circle at point G. So it goes like this. So this goes like this. Okay, so meeting the circle at this point. So this is point G. Okay, so with the same radius that we use, which is 30 mm, the same radius, which is the length or side of the pentagon, put that 30 at this point and make an arc on this line. Make an arc on this line and bring that same radius to point F here. Bring it to point F, and so we draw an arc on this line here. Okay, so the next thing is we join. So let's call this point is point H. So we join this together. So join this GH together with a straight line. Join GH together with a straight line, and FH, join it together with a straight line. Okay, then we join BF together. Join BF together. Then AG, join it together. Join AG together with a straight line. So it goes like this. Okay. Alright, so this is the pentagon. The pentagon is ABFHG. ABFHG. So it's the regular pentagon. So this is the second method. So the third method is this. This is the third method. In the case of the third method, the diameter is given. Let's say the diameter is also 60 mm. So draw a straight line. So draw a straight line. Draw a straight line. Okay. So after drawing this straight line, so we have a point on this straight line. So let's call this point. Let's call it point O. So this is point O. Then take 30 mm, which is half of 60, which is that will be the radius of the pair of the circle. Okay, so put that 30 mm, put it at point O and draw a circle. So draw a circle. So draw a circle like this. Okay, so this is the circle. So let's call this point, let's call it point A, and this is point B. Okay, so the next thing is we are going to divide the distance AB into 5 equal parts, because the number of sides of the pentagon is 5. So we divide side length AB into 5 equal parts. That is diameter, divide into 5 equal parts. So to do that, okay, so divide into 5 equal parts. So just make a line, produce an inclined line, then you take your compass, extend to any convenient radius, extend the compass to any convenient radius, and make 5 arcs on this line. So this is 1, this is 2, there is 3, so this is 4, so this is 4, and so 5 is outside it, the 5th one is outside. So I need to extend this line. Okay, so join the last point. So join the last division, join it with point B. Join the last division with point B. Okay, so there is it. And so you set your set square along this line, support it with your ruler, as I'm doing here. Okay, so move it to the next point, draw a line, then move it to the next point, draw a line, move it to the next point, draw a line, and move it to the next point, draw a line. Okay, so this is it. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is that take your compass, so put it at point A and extend to point B, extend it to point B, which is the diameter of the circle, and draw an arc up here. Draw an arc here. So with that same radius, take it to point B, take it to point B and draw an arc. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is that take your ruler, so from this point, so let's call this point, let's call it point P, let's call it point P. So from this point P, so set your ruler at point P and set it also at point 2, and draw a line from point P passing through point 2 on the diameter. Then wherever it touch on the circle, so call this point, call it point C. Okay, wherever it touch on the circle, call it point C. It must pass through point 2. So the next thing is join AC together with a straight line. Join AC together with a straight line. Join AC together with a straight line. There is it. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is that with your compass, take distance AC. With your compass, take distance AC. Okay, so make an arc here. So this is point D. Then put your compass at D. Make another arc on the circle. So this is point E, and put the compass at E, make another arc. So this is point F. Okay, if you count the number of letters that we have here, we have 5. So mean that we already have 5 sides. This is A, B, C, D, E, F. So 5 letters. So join CF together with a straight line. Join CF together with a straight line. Okay, so we join BE together with a straight line, BF together. So BF together with a straight line, BF together with a straight line. So join BF together with a straight line, BF together. we join EF together, not BF, EF together with a straight line, so it goes like this. Okay, then we join DE together with a straight line, DE together with a straight line, so it goes like this. Okay, then we join AD together with a straight line, so that goes like this. Okay, so this is the pentagon. This is the pentagon. So I've shown you the three methods that you can use to construct a pentagon. So this one you'll be given the diameter of a circle, and here you'll be given the length of a circle, of the length of side of the pentagon, and here you'll be given the diameter of the circle. So the construction of a pentagon is as simple as I explained it here. So subscribe to my channel for you to learn more on this construction of polygons and every other thing that has to do with technical drawing. Thank you.